It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Dallas Cowboys and the Arizona Cardinals. And it's coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the home of the Cardinals, State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. Good to have you with us. Mike Tirico and Greg Olson with you. You know, partner, fantasy football doesn't take into account the guys close to the football, the guys at the line of scrimmage. This is one where our eyes are going to be focused on that battle in the trenches all game long.
Mike, it doesn't matter if it's Pee-wee football, middle school football, or NFL football. You can only do offensively what your offensive line allows you to do. And I think that's exactly the case for both of these teams here today. They are going to win or lose based on the ability of gaining an advantage in the offense and defensive line. So I think we're going to see downhill run game. I think we're going to see play action pass. And the team that's able to impose their will up front along the trenches, I think that's going to be the team that finds himself at the end of this one coming out with the win.
He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. So out comes the Arizona offense for the first time. And here is Kyler Murray, the #1 overall pick in 2019 to lead them.
I just love watching Kyler Murray play quarterback, Mike, because it just reminds you that they come in all shapes and sizes. I mean, to be this small, but this fast and have that much arm talent, you just don't see that combination very often, let alone in the NFL. But we are now more than a year removed from that knee injury. I think he's ready to prove that he was worth that #1 overall pick just a few seasons ago, and he considers himself one of the better quarterbacks in the NFL now that he's fully healthy again.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Here's the first carry for the Pitt product, James Conner.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on 2nd down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the first down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Now Murray keeping it himself, and he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short gain.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Now Murray. The blitz overwhelming the offensive line, and down he goes.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sit and duck for this pass rush.
So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Murray. Oh, got him again the 2nd time with a sack on this opening drive.
His defensive line clearly has a beat on this offense. They've got to find a way to settle their pass protections. If they want to be able to get their quarterback in any sort of established rhythm and timing going forward, they're going to have to do a lot better job protecting them early in this game. That's already 2 sacks allowed.
On 4th down, here's Blake Gillikin to punt. Cavante Turpin to return for the Cowboys. Fair catch made here. The drive will start at the 23-yard line. So that Cowboy offense takes the field, ready to go to work for the first time. They are led out by their quarterback, Dak Prescott.
And here we see Dak Prescott taking the field, Mike, coming off what a lot of people thought was an MVP caliber season. He finished runner-up, of course, to Lamar Jackson. And people love to nitpick Dak's game. I don't know if it's because he plays for the Cowboys and people love to hate. But regardless, he is as talented as they come. He is the leader of that team. He needs to have the postseason success that he has found in the regular season. Once he does that, I'm not sure what's left to nitpick.
Here's a screen coming for Dowdle. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
What an advantage it brings a defense when you have cornerbacks that are such willing tacklers. It just brings an extra element to the ability to defend the entire field. And this is a great example here why.
They face 2nd down and 7. A first carry now for Rico Dowdle. It's a pickup of 12. First down, Cowboys.
This is how you draw up your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Here's a carry for Dowdle. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
Starting to see a back right now, Mike, that's finding his way with this defense. Back-to-back big gains. Have to see, do they just continue to ride the hot hand, or do they start putting the ball in the air?
Here's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Prescott. The open man is Tolbert. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. So, not much to speak of in terms of scoring in that first quarter of play. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Greg and I back here in Glendale after this. Pistol now for Prescott. Catch is made. That is Schoonmaker. And he'll be stopped short of the first down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8. You don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. Now Dowdle. Moving this to the 36-yard line will give them enough. Chains will move. It's a 1st down.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the 1st down, and they're able to convert.
On the ground, it's Dowdle. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line.
Well, here he is just taking over this drive from the running back spot. And frankly, Mike, any time the secondary and defensive backs are making a lot of tackles downfield, you know the offensive line's doing their job up front, and we can see the results.
First down, Prescott. He's got a man. It's CeeDee Lamb. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. They've got to defend the entire play.
And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
That last sack is exactly why defensive coaches preach over and over. Just play the next down. Just continue to make them snap the ball again. You're one big defensive play from changing everything about this drive. And what once looked like a promising drive, following that sack, looks a little bit different now.
Third down and 9. Two minutes remain in a scoreless first half. We'll have more from Glendale after this. Third and 9. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. Toward the sideline, that's pulled in by Lamb. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker. On fourth down, here's Brandon Aubrey for the Cowboy field goal try. This from 34 yards. Aubrey's kick is good. And the Cowboys get 3 here late in the first half to take the lead. So after the field goal to open up the scoring, the kicker's back out for this kickoff. Dortch now to return it. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Cardinals offense ready to see the football for the second time. The offense is a little slow to start percolating. 3-0 the score as they begin this drive with a 1st and 10. Working from the shotgun, it's Murray. He gets this complete to Michael Wilson. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
I'm not sure what was the more difficult aspect of the play, winning his route versus man coverage or catching this pass, because that quarterback, he put a little extra sauce on that one to get it there on time, and he's able to secure a really nice catch.
Second down, Murray. That's left side, and that's the tight end, McBride. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
I can't tell you, Mike, how many of these offensive skill players around the league, they look at man coverage as like a personal offense. After that last completion on the way back to the huddle, I think he had a few choice words for him. I think he said, hey, man, you can't guard me one-on-one. You better ask your coach for some help, because if he doesn't, you're going to be in for a long day. He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Again, it's Murray. That'll be taken in by Connor. Now a 3rd and 2. To throw again is Murray. That's to the right side. Caught by McBride. Now a timeout charge to Arizona. That is their second, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Murray's going to throw again. A throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete.
There was no hesitation from the quarterback. From the jump, he knew where he wanted to go with that ball, but still leads to an incompletion. They're just still not quite on the same page.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Murray. A throw left side, taken in by Wilson. And he's going to have the first down as they move into field goal range here at the 25-yard line.
Great pre-snap recognition here by the quarterback. He looks outside and sees man coverage, and he knows exactly where he's going to go with the ball. Now it's up to the receiver to create separation at the top of the route. Ball's on time, great placement, nice big pickup.
The veteran Matt Prater now out to try this field goal. This a 42-yard attempt. Prater's kick is good. And the Cardinals will tie the game at 3 apiece.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
So the late field goal brings us level. Final few seconds before halftime as the kick's away. Dak going to throw it here on first down. He'll let this go deep for Tolbert. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
Okay, Mike, thank you. More from you and Greg in a moment. But for now, welcome one and all to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Not too much to show you scoring-wise in that first half. Just a couple of field goals make up all the scoring. But I wouldn't be surprised if we're close to a breakthrough, and things should open up as we move along.
All right, Coach. Thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3. Still in search of our first touchdown of the game. We are tied at 3 as we begin quarter number 3. And he'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop. The Cowboys offense and running back Rico Dowdle getting set for this next drive. They'll set out in search of a first touchdown in this game. Just a pair of field goals to show. It's 3-3 as they start 1st and 10. Now Prescott. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down. 12 yards on the pickup, and that's a first down. From the 34 now, it's 1st and 10. They'll run with Dowdle. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he's going to take this past the 45. And that's good enough for a first down. From the shotgun, it's Dak. He'll find his tight end. That's Jake Ferguson. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. First and 10. Throwing is Prescott. It's going to be pulled in by Dowdle. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Man, he fit that one in a tight window. One thing he showed off was his arm strength and his accuracy, but in the grand scheme of things, it didn't really amount to much.
Now a second down throw for Prescott. That's into the hands of the veteran Cooks. Here's 3rd and 2. Try to pick this one up on the ground. And he's going to be brought down at the 27, but that's enough. First down as they do it on the ground. Back to throw is Prescott. To the right side here, pass is caught. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. Second and a yard. Now a give up the middle, and he'll get it down to the 12, and that'll give him a new set of downs from in close. So, points at a premium. Defensive battle so far as we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. Prescott. This one caught at the 4. And he's in. Jalen Tolbert. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Cowboys take a 10-3 lead. So the lead is 7 now. Here in this 4th quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The Cardinals offense back onto the field for their next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Murray. Catch made, right side by Wilson. And he'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Two nice play calls here to kick off the drive. 15 more on that one.
When the offense broke the huddle in a line, Mike, I think everybody in the stadium knew this was going to be a run, but the offense is kind of saying, okay, line up. I dare you to try to stop us, and right now this defense has no answers.
On first down, they'll stay on the ground with Connor. Well, they weren't going to get him the second time with the same back. Defense all over that one. They stop him for no gain. Now, after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Murray. Open man is Marvin Harrison Jr. And he's going to be taken down after a big second down pickup, but we do have a penalty marker on the field. Off the play fake. Here's Murray. Now he takes off. Give him 11 on the scramble and give them a new set of downs.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
On first down, it's Murray. A short one here, caught by McBride. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
Now a second down throw from Murray. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
Mike, I love studying the NFL and just seeing the amount of ways NFL coordinators are able to get their running backs now involved in the passing game. They're kind of chess pieces. They can move them out in the slot. They can put them out wide, of course, out of the backfield. It's a big part of today's modern NFL.
They'll drop to throw. That's caught over the middle. It's Wilson. And the Cardinals are going to have a 1st and goal. He'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
And now we're at the point of the game, Mike, where someone has to step up and make a play. That's exactly what this quarterback and his receiver did. It gives them now a fresh set of downs and a chance to go down and make this game very interesting.
He is in. James Conner. Touchdown, Cardinals.
All right, so Mike, now the interesting thing is, do you want to take the lead with still enough time for your opponent to get the ball back to go to try to win it? I think I'm kicking the extra point here, tie the game. I don't want my opponent in a fast 2-minute mode to try to win this game in regulation. Now I'm playing for overtime.
So they're not level yet. A critical extra point attempt to follow. The extra point is good. A big one as we are tied late in this football game. Tie game. Still time to break that tie, though, as you see. Maybe run a 2-minute offense. And the kick's in the air. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So now here are the Cowboys. Their offense ready to make their way back onto the field. They'll see if they can go about breaking our tie. We're all even at 10 as this drive begins, 1st and 10. Cooks going in motion. Prescott on 1st down. That's to the middle of the field and caught by Cooks. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. They come up for 2nd and 2. To throw is Prescott. Here's a screen coming for Dowdle. And they'll pick up the 1st down, a gain of about 4.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game, just one more thing for the defense to have to defend, make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone, defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a long way in doing it.
They'll come up now for 2nd down. They'll throw again. Dak. That's to the left side. He's got Ferguson. The offense having a tough time with this noise. It's 3rd and 6. Again, Prescott to the air. Got a man. That's Tolbert. That's a timeout for Dallas. It's their 2nd, and the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go. This offense still has the 1 timeout to use. 1st and 10 coming up now. They'll keep it on the ground. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Well, there's not a whole lot of fancy going on here, Mike. This is just kind of old school, line up and run smash mouth football. It's exactly what they did, but it still ends up in a big gain, and he picks up the 1st down.
Cowboys going to use their 3rd and final timeout. So, pressure kick coming now for Brandon Aubrey. This to win the game. Arizona will take its 1st timeout. Clock will stop. So, pressure kick coming now for Brandon Aubrey. This one he's got to have. Got the distance, and it's good. He knocks it through from long range. And that very likely will be a game winner.
And that's just got to be a great feeling over on that sideline, Mike. I mean, an excellent job by this offense to give yourself a chance to win it. And then this kick. I mean, what's left to be said? It was never in doubt. and it's going to lead this team to a victory.
Down to the final few seconds of this one as the kick is away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. They'll come up for 1st and 10. Murray now. Oh, the pressure too much. He goes down. So it's a win here for the visiting Cowboys. They get themselves into field goal range for one final shot. And the kicker delivers. They avoid overtime and come away with a 3-point victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone.